Daniel McGowan. I'm a lawyer. I just wanted to ask you, how approachable are you about people coming to you and asking you whether you want to invest in an idea or take it on under the Easy brand?
That's always a problem because people are very protective of their ideas and they say, what are you going to give me in return? And they usually want half the company and me to put all the money and everything else. So it's always a very uncomfortable negotiation. There's a section on the website. When you go to easy.com, there is new ideas. Have a look, and if it makes sense, send us the details. But you know, it's not as if we're looking for ideas. There are enough ideas around. We're struggling to see which one we're going to do next rather than inviting people. You probably need to go to a venture capitalist, someone who's spreading the investment around and is not as protective of the brand. I hope that answers your question, but yes, the lady here at the front.
Hello, my name is Jessie Harrington. I wanted to ask you, I've flown EasyJet, and from booking the flight to flying it, it has always been very smooth indeed.
Thank you.
Have you ever considered creating an easy giving side to your business, where the charity that is given reaches the right places smoothly, efficiently, and successfully?
Wow.
Because charity these days sometimes doesn't reach the right places at the right time.
Well, I think it's an excellent idea and an excellent question. I use personally a website called Just Giving, justgiving.com, and I recommend everybody to go on it and play around and look around and either donate or set up your own fundraising page. If there was an Easy Giving, it would probably look like that. I'm really taken back by the business model. And if anybody knows them, by the way, tell them to give me a call. Maybe we can do it together. So I think the idea is excellent, and the power of that concept is that it makes fundraising smooth. It's not just it's easier to give, it's easier to raise funds. So if you're passionate about a charity, you can go and say, I'm going to run a marathon, please sponsor me. And people go and donate, and you can raise a significant sum, which you couldn't really do calling people around or going around in a box and everything else. So it's very powerful. Cool. Question up there, gentlemen.
Rob Grover, Business Link London. I'm very impressed that you were offering a prize or an award for a disabled entrepreneur. What was your thinking behind that?
There is a disability charity called Learner Cheshire, and actually the representative is here. I don't know if Asaf wants to say anything. But essentially the thinking was along the lines, disabled people obviously need help, but there's a particular class of disabled people that I think are closer, if you like, to my heart, so to speak, and that's someone who's disabled and wants to be an entrepreneur. And if you think about it, not only because we're kindred spirits, if you like, we're entrepreneurs, but a disabled person can overcome prejudice by being self-employed. It's more difficult to get a job if you're disabled, because people don't look beyond the wheelchair, don't look beyond your blindness or whatever, and therefore they're less likely to give you a job, unfortunately. Whilst if you're self-employed, if you're your own boss, it means you can work in your own space, in your own time, with customers that don't really need to care about your disability. Provided you offer the service or the product, you're in business. So I'd like to see more disabled people being self-employed, basically, and running their own business and being entrepreneurs, because they can work the hours they like from home. They don't have to get dressed and go to an office every day or report at a particular time. And if they can genuinely offer a product or service of value that the customers buy, discrimination has disappeared. They're on equal footing. Asaf, do you want to elaborate on it? Yeah. Perhaps a bit more about the history of Learner Cheshire as well.
Thank you. You put me on the spot. I came as a part of the audience. Well, Learner Cheshire is the largest disability charity in the UK, and we had the fortune of coming across of Stelios and his generosity in funding what would be known as the Stelios Disabled Entrepreneur, an award which we run with the British Chamber of Commerce. You can find details on the website. What Stelios said is absolutely right. It is what we try to encourage disabled people is to do what is available for most people. Looking at the audience here, you would like to be business people and set up your own business. It's very difficult for disabled people to do so. So the initiative that Stelios supporting hopefully would make things just easier.